Jezebel, narcissists would rather get divorced than to get delivered. Understand, people that operate in that spirit called Jezebel, which can be in a woman or in a man, described in 1 Kings and 2 Kings. It talks about Queen Jezebel who married King Ahab, which describes the majority of marriages where one person operates more in the spirit of Jezebel, the other one operates in Ahab. So what happens is Jezebel, they got that way because they were hurt, they were wounded when they were growing up, and then they hear a lot of demonic spirits, and then they trigger on their spouse, and they treat them very controllingly. They're manipulative, they're prideful, they're arrogant, they're sexually impure, and they would be deemed a narcissist in the psychological community. So ultimately what they do is they end up sabotaging their marriage, they sabotage their relationships, they abuse their spouse. When the spouse that gets abused, that oftentimes operates in the spirit called Ahab, has had enough, then they finally will reach out for oftentimes some support, or they'll go to their local pastors for help. And oftentimes Jezebel is great at lying, so they'll act like they're the victim, and they want sympathy for themselves. They don't want to change, they want to simply control and abuse their spouse and other people that would get in their way. So ultimately they would rather go through an actual divorce than they would to get delivered. And to get delivered, they simply have to be honest with their behavior that's bad, humble themselves from their pride, forgive those who've hurt them, and command their demons to be gone, and then they can change. But they don't want to do that. So oftentimes either they'll file for divorce and they'll say, well, gee, I didn't really want to do this, I had to. And they'll play the victim card to get sympathy for them. They'll oftentimes lie about the person who has been the victim. And I know of one woman went to the extreme case of continuing to stretch the truth and lie. And she filed for divorce, but then she later changed the story into this false narrative that sounded even better, saying that he divorced her, which was not at all true. And of course, there's those who are the victim that end up having to file for divorce because Jezebel doesn't want to do it. Jezebel wants to keep on abusing. And then they'll end up playing the victim card and saying, poor me, I didn't want this divorce, when in reality they did. That is the truth. They didn't want to get healed of their wounds. They didn't want to get delivered of their demonic spirits. So I have a book called Freedom from Soul Wounds and Demons. It's available on Amazon in paperback, Kindle, and Audible, helping people who operate in the spirits of Jezebel, who are narcissists, to get healed, to get delivered, and everyone else that has been hurt and wounded. And that's available on Amazon in paperback, Kindle, and Audible. I also take people through personal sessions. If you're interested in having that done, simply go out to our website, restored2tofreedom.com, click on Contact Me, submit the form, or you can call 317-459-7091. Thanks. Bye.